What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Amateur TV for another video on the second channel. New setup as well. I had to adjust my setup for my main channel, and it's now interfering with my other setup for this one, but actually it looks better than my old one, so we're going to roll with it. Today's video, I am definitely very unhappy about this one. We're going to get into it in just a second, but before that, make sure that if you enjoy what you see from today's video, you drop a like to support the channel, and make sure you are subscribed. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. You can help us get there, and hey, if you're not on the main channel already, we are 25 subs at the time of recording away from 10,000 on that channel, so make sure you're joining Amateur Sports as well. But today, we are looking at the Raptors Summer League roster, and as you saw from the title and thumbnail, there was a huge mistake made with the roster. Now, typically when you go to a Summer League roster, there's just a lot of random names in there. A lot of the players you really haven't heard of, and it's the opportunity for these guys to make a name for themselves. One example would be last year for the Raptors when Justin Champagnie, seemingly out of nowhere, just kind of won all the fan base over with his outstanding, maybe not outstanding, but with his great play in those Summer League settings, and earned himself a spot on the roster for the summer camp, earned himself a spot with the actual Raptors 15-man rotation, had some good minutes, ended up finishing the season in the G League. Played really, really well in the G League too, but this is an opportunity for a lot of players to get their names. And, you know, some guys, maybe even the Raptors will bring in, and they don't really expect them to do something, and they can kind of surprise you with what they give. Summer League is just a great opportunity for players to earn a spot in the NBA. But despite the fact that, you know, you can provide so many players with an opportunity to play and earn a spot in the NBA, despite all of that, the Raptors have made a horrible, nearly unforgivable mistake. Like, this is something that I will not forget for a very long time, that I'm just absolutely just so upset with. So here's the Summer League roster. You know, you've got like Dalano Banton, Champagnie, Brooks, Ron Harper Jr., David Johnson, like a lot of the names you know, including DJ Wilson down here, the 10-day contract god, back for another opportunity with the Raptors to try to earn a spot on the roster. But one name that really stuck out for a bad reason was Rodions Kurucs over here. Rodions Kurucs, rather. Now, that's a name that you might know. You may have seen at some point. I tell you what, you didn't see his name for basketball reasons. I've been pretty vocal in the last few years about how much I think Rodions Kurucs is bad at basketball, because quite frankly, he is bad at basketball. But the problem with Kurucs is that he is more known for an event that took place off the court. He had multiple court cases because Rodions Kurucs, according to this, choked and physically assaulted his girlfriend. Went to court numerous times where his lawyer said there was nothing to charge him with, and then they pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct. Now, obviously, didn't plead guilty to choking and assaulting his girlfriend. Didn't plead guilty to that, but you know, I don't want to get into the judicial system. I believe that, you know, innocent until proven guilty 100%, you know, that's what is supposed to make this judicial system very good. That's what it's supposed to do. It doesn't always do that, but that's the idea. That's, you know, I support innocent until proven guilty 100%. In this scenario where he pleads guilty, it doesn't really look good for him. And personally, I would prefer if he was nowhere near the organization that I support, that I make content for, I buy merch. I would prefer if he was nowhere near the organization for these reasons. The Raptors are usually pretty good at doing things like this. I would say for them, like, no real examples other than this one of where they haven't or where they have brought in somebody, you know, with a horrible personal history. They've got a good track record, but this doesn't make any sense. Now, you could say, oh, they want to give the player an opportunity. People make mistakes. Like, okay, people make mistakes. Like, I forget to write my name on a test before I hand it in. Or, you know, I make a bad pass on the basketball court. This is a lot more than that. This isn't just a mistake, okay? This is unforgivable in my book. This is absolutely unforgivable. Abuse, domestic abuse. If anybody watching this video, if you're really going to be out here defending an abuser, like sticking up for a fucking abuser, if that's really going to be you watching this video, please leave, please unsubscribe, and please do not come back, because I don't want this anywhere near the organization, and neither should you. Now, the next point is going to help give you a reason to not want him anywhere near the organization. This, by the way, should not matter. This should not matter, okay? All of the personal stuff, that matters. This part of it doesn't matter, but Rodions Kurucs is also just a terrible basketball player. Just an absolutely awful basketball player. Former second-round pick, and he just has done absolutely nothing with his entire NBA career. He played 21 games last season. He averaged a slick 1.5 points on 34% shooting and 29% shooting from three. Yeah, he is just simply put a terrible basketball player. But beyond that, beyond being a terrible basketball player, he is an even worse person. I promise you that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of basketball players itching for the opportunity to prove themselves in a summer league setting. I promise you, there are so many players out there who want to earn a spot with the roster, who should be given the opportunity over Rodions Kurucs. One name I can think of is Jalen Harris, who you may have noticed is not in the summer league roster. Granted, I don't know if he's been reinstated into the NBA yet. He was up for reinstatement July 1st. Don't know if he's in the league yet. But let's just say they took this guy over someone like Jalen Harris. And how many Jalen Harrises are out there? Players that we may have not heard of yet. How many of those guys are out there who have not been provided the opportunity in Summer League as a result of the Raptors organization and their decision to bring Rodions Kurucs onto their Summer League roster? I kind of look at this like, if this was another team, I would want them to lose every single game. I want absolutely no success for Rodions Kurucs whatsoever. I hope he's cut quickly. I hope he stays very far away from the Raptors roster. And this is a really bad look. This is an extremely bad look. This is not something that necessarily would have surprised me to learn that a team signed somebody like this. It happens, all over the sporting world. If a guy's going to help you win games, whatever, you're going to overlook his personal side. I've never agreed with that. I guess, I'm not going to tell you what your opinion should be on that. That's just how I feel. But there is literally zero reason for Rodions Kurucs to be on this Summer League roster. And kind of makes me sick. It makes me sick, 100%. If the Raptors were to lose all of their Summer League games, I don't know. I don't really believe in karma, but I guess kind of, you know what I mean? I want the success for the other guys in this roster, but this is just a horrible, horrible look for the Raptors. Kind of shameful. And I do feel a little bit ashamed to even be a fan of this team at this particular point. I love the Raptors, obviously, that's not going to change, but I definitely feel a little bit ashamed today based on what I've seen with them signing Rodions Kurucs. It genuinely makes me very, very upset. So I hope, I've seen a lot of reporters, and I don't think any of them are going to watch this video, but I've seen a lot of reporters on Twitter being super active about they've been super active about the Raptors signing Rodions Kurucs and voicing their displeasure with the Raptors signing Rodions Kurucs. So what I would like to say to any reporter who voiced their displeasure with Rodions Kurucs, well, you have the ability to maybe ask about it. People like me are not in a position where we can bring this up. If you're talking to anybody at the Raptors front office in an interview or whatnot, why not ask the question? Why did you sign Rodions Kurucs onto this roster. Why would you do such a thing? Because there are thousands of Raptors fans out there wondering the exact same thing as me. And there are reporters out there who have the ability to ask these questions. I would doubt that they are going to, but I'd like to know what the thought process behind this is. Because, like I said, doesn't really matter. He's also just an absolutely god-awful player. So, Rodions Kurucs, fittingly, to end off, wears number 00 because he likes to wear the amount of basketball talent he possesses on his shirt for some reason. So I wish Rodions Kurucs nothing but the worst for his basketball career. I hope he gets far away from the Toronto Raptors roster and absolutely never comes back. If you think an abuser should be afforded the opportunity to play with the Raptors in Summer League or any NBA team for that matter, and mistakes happen, mistakes happen, choking and throwing your girlfriend into a bed frame, not really a mistake in my book. So, any of you think he should be on the team, then please, like I said earlier, leave, unsubscribe, don't come back. Thank you. That's the end of this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And I guess, yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on Rodions Kurucs signing for the Raptors in the comment section down below. And again, if you're going to comment something defending an abuser, just don't bother. Don't bother commenting. I don't want to see it. Please just leave. I'm serious. I cannot be more serious. Okay? I don't care. I'm not somebody who's going to be just like, I don't focus on subscriber numbers, subscriber count. Okay? I want to build a community that respects me and that I respect. If that number is larger than another number, great. But I'm not going to look for more subs at the expense of the community that I've built with Amateur over the last few years. So if you're going to be somebody who's going to poison that, please, cannot stress this enough, leave and don't come back. Thank you for watching. See you again next time for another video.